Okay, today we are going to practice coding, typing coding. Okay, here we are on my screens. I have challenge loops, which I'm going to create and doing it. Okay, challenge loop. Just start by reading prompt and understand the prompts clearly before we go into code. Okay. Loops, multiple conditions. Write a function adding all the weird stuff with as the sum of all the odd number in array 2 to each element under 10 in array 1. So let me try to understand. Okay, they already provide us the function adding or the weird stuff. And yeah, inputs will be two arrays, and the output will be one array out. So we accept array 1 and array 2. And if the promise says we will add the sum of all odd number in array 2 to each element under 10 in array 1. So let me write pseudocode here. We're going to add or add the sum. Add the sum of all the odd number in array 2 to each element under 10 in array 1. So that's it. That's I'm trying to understand here. So what we check here, array 1 with all, we're gonna check in array 2. So okay, so let me check in array 2 if odd number, we then add to array 1, which we're going to add to array 1, which is under 10. Okay, which it means every number in array 1 is under 10. We're going to add odd sum of odd number from array 2. Okay, that's it. Similarly, weird stuff should also add the sum of all even number in array 2. Okay, so then another condition, we check if array 2 if even number, we going add a number and sum or and add to 1. Okay, similarly, so we find if in array 2 if even number and we sum all even number and add to array 1, which is over 10. So that's try to query. And then also have another condition. We're going to check if in array 2 is greater than 20, we will add 1 to every element in array 1. Okay, so that I'm trying to understand what the prompt wants us to do. So just Okay, so first of all, let me think what I'm gonna use here. There are input arrays. So in arrays, I'm going to try to use the reduce method to iterate through the arrays, and then we can get the array put to new arrays. So let me try it out. Okay, so iterate through array 2 and sum it. Going to create sum in array 2 first. In array 2. Okay, one second. So first, I think we're going to do the sum of array 2, and then we're going to check array 1 if over or under 10 again after. How I have to do several things here. So I'm going to iterate to array 1 to as sum first, sum of array 2 first. Use array 2, use a map, use a map. Sum is all. One second. If or sum, we're gonna sum or no, not just map. Use. One second. Let's look at the say. Yeah, sum. If E0 is just use a for loop, I think. But just let me try to work out with if I want to use. Okay. Sum of array 30 and sum of event. And, okay. So I think first of all, I'm gonna declare a variable event and odd at size event at odd event and odd variable and assign to 0. Then we will do some things with sum and odd, and then with event sum event odd. Is that we say like some event or some odd. I think it should be more clear. Okay, and then we have some odd, and then because we want to get some odds and some, we want to get some even and odd form array 2. So I'm going to iterate through array 2 using a let me check something else. Using a for loop, that's okay. For each loop. And when we got sum and even sum or, and then we're going to iterate to array 2 to 5 to sum. Okay, and inside check if event if this element is odd number, we add the assign sum, assign to some event some odd, sorry, and otherwise reassign to some event. So we already have the some event, and we already have a some event and some oath. So we're going to iterate to array1 to check if is array1 using to array1 using sorry using a for is again, I think, and check. Okay, so just inside check if element, if current element is under 10, add to some code. If over, then 10, add to some event. And then we're going to check if array2 is greater than 20, set to true, and add 1 to each element in array1. Okay, I think this it should be before here. Doesn't pseudocode, I think. No, I should if over than 10 and if no, that's just and then what I'm going to see here, I think I'm gonna delete this one, and I'm going to just reassign array1, I think, should not. Okay, and return array1 with already reassigned. Okay, so we're going to create declare using list some event set to 0 and let some oath set to 0 also, and then we're going to iterate using for loop, for each loop, for each to check if, then we're going to make it some. Okay, I think I move it to here. Okay, that's it. Move it to pseudocode. So we doing check if help modulo, modulo 2 and is not equal to 0. That means element gonna be if or odd number. So we reassign some odd and set it to help. So this gonna be get some odd. Otherwise, we're going to reassign. Let me enter here. So gonna be reassigned to some event. Is element gonna be some event. So we get some odd and some element and we check these elements. Okay, so I think I need to check here. Let is over then 20 and set it to 4, right? So and then inside here, I think I'm gonna check else. So let me refactor my code. So just copy it here. No, not need to copy. So I think I'm gonna check like if okay, I don't think I need this one. It's just check. Yeah, just if again. I gonna check if element is greater than 20, right? Yeah, greater than 20. We're going to reassign is over than 20, set it to true. So you can use that one later on in to add. Okay. So okay, here we are. We're going to add modify array 1 by using array 1 dot for each and accept element. So we're going to add something here. Let's make use it the one. Okay, tick. So we're going to check it here. If each element, current element is under 10, so we're going to add to each element using sum. Or we reassign some odd. Okay, I think maybe it should not correct. 1 second. I think it's just correct. It's not very correct. We cannot reassign. Add some odd. Okay. Okay, let me do it here. I think we need index. So if each element is under than 10, we're going to reassign array 1 index I, and we're gonna add some odd with element to it. And otherwise, if over then help, so LSE. So if help over than 10, we're going to do something here. Oh, sorry, I think I should add it here. Okay. I'm gonna react array 1 index I and set to some, I don't know, some event there, event and add element that. Okay, and then we already have our new side, and then we check if is over. Okay, it's more than 10. Okay, I think I'm gonna check inside here. If we check if is over then 20 is true, we're going to reassign as 1 to each element. And just return array 1. I think it should work. Let me working out to see my pseudocode again. Yep. So we declare a variable sum, even and sum, or let's set to 0 and over let's set it to 4. for, and then first we iterate to array 2 to get sum and odd event numbers to add it later, and we also declare check if array 2 is greater than 20. We're going to set it to true, and then we're going to add 1 to that. Or and I think I think it should work. So I'm going to run code now. Oh, is not a function. Array2 is not a function. For each, I think missed some. Okay. Wow. Oh, it's not working. The last one. Because we add only one. That's why I think issues. If add over than 21, we're gonna add some event to it. Okay, just like 1 second. Let me work on this one. I think that is that real logic here. So or less than 10 and add 1 to it. No, I think that 1 second. RE1 adds 1 to if over then. So adds 1 sum or event. Okay, so I think it should use. Okay, add 1. And this color not correct. Oh, correct. Oh, I forget to add each element too. Okay, that is working now. Kind of weird stuff. I think I should have another solution. It should be better than this one. This one is too long. I mean, let me check what I gonna do. Adding or I think that it should use reduce to do it. Okay, it is. Kind of like a weird stuff for me here. But it's working. So let me try the other solution by reset again, and just want to work it more clearly with other solution. I think this is kind of like a weird stuff. Okay, let me work on. I think this is a more shorter. This one is kind of long. Okay, 1 second. So let me find out what the solution I should do better than the one I have here. Where it's like adding weird stuff, really weird stuff. Yeah, I think, yeah. 1 minute, let me check it here. I think we should refactor our code. So, okay, so let me back again. Okay, this is my old one, right? It's long, it's like took so long, line. So I'm going to comment this out. Oh, we do another thing, but let me copy this one. So I think the best way to do here. Okay, let me use arrow syntax ES6, create function and array1 and array2. And that's gonna be, let me just write the body of function first. Okay, the second waiting for me for a little while. I'm trying to set things here. Okay, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I think. Okay, I'm going to try to use the reduce method to do this one. It's more shorter. Then, yeah, of course. Let me just use pseudocode. I think. Just reduce the return. We reassign array1, right? So we use reduce with array1. So our reduce will accept 2 parameters, and you can accept like 4 parameters, but I'm going to just, how about you do 2 check index and check index. Array2 is to remap 1. Oh, okay. I think what's it gonna do here? Just write pseudocode, okay? Iterate to array2 to sum of event or odd or event and find sum, right? And we find sum. Okay. Iterate to event to find sum, and inside body we're going to do check. I'm going to just, we're gonna check, right, if under and 10 number. So, and then we use we already have the care. What date was it? Okay, I just do like const, and we do declare some port and some event. We're going to set array 2.reduce with the accept accumulator and current element. Then we're going to check it here. The first initial value gonna be empty array, and then we do check inside using if current element modulo 2 or modulo 1 and is not equals to 0. This one we're going to, we're going to reassign to some old current. Okay. Otherwise we do some, okay. I think I can do like this cardinally, I think. So let's check here. Okay. I'm just gonna check here like, is that if odd number add to as current to sum? Otherwise, we're going to use one second. No, this is sum odd. This means ACC index 0. Means sum odd gonna be this. Otherwise, ACC index 1 gonna be current. Okay, and then we return accumulator. So now we get sum with arrays. So then in array 2 is greater than, so we do declare over 20, set it to array 2, to the sum, if sum is num, we accept num. So it is num, set num is greater than 20. That's gonna change is over and to be true. So then we return array 1 dot map. It's gonna return new arrays which already produced. So we're gonna check it here. So we check num. If num is over than 20, if yes, we're gonna add num less than 10. So we going to check to less than 10. So we set to time old, and otherwise we add to some event. It's much shorter. So let's run the code. Oh, okay. 1. What's this one? Oh, line 41. Index. It's not correct. ITC prep. ITC index 0. Let me rock it here. Oh, okay. So I need to provide index 0 and index 0. That's where you first start. No. Cannot create property 1 of number 1. No way. Okay, 1 second. Why it doesn't work? Let's check for sure. Okay, this is some event. I'm stuck in now. Let me try to. I think this is understand easy, like, but this is more difficult. So we add the current to under 1 and add to 2. If current is not, so add to odd number. Why it doesn't work? Index 1. Is correct. Reduce prep.